Live. Hey everybody, this is what happens when you're shooting live. Buddy Scalera here in Carteret, New Jersey. Now, we are in an art exhibit and I am with the curator, El.
Yes, my name is Elham Hussain. I'm the executive director of the Central Jersey Arts Council, which is a nonprofit organization that hosts art, culture, and history programming.
And what are we doing today, El?
We're actually going to go and take a walkthrough at our Carteret comic exhibit. So it's an annual exhibit that happens right here in Carteret, New Jersey, and we feature artists all over the tri-state area, but mainly as well in New Jersey.
Wow, fantastic. Come on, let's take a look. Now, a lot of this is even three-dimensional art, right?
Yes.
Like physical art. Let's get a shot at it.
So this piece that we're looking at is actually an artist by the name of Lucas Rios, who created what we all know as a Call of Duty game. Who loves it? Everybody loves a Call of Duty game, and this is actually the Coca-Colas. So if anybody has played Call of Duty, they know what we're talking about, and he created this amazing, cosplay piece in some ways. And then we have some anime and some Minecraft pieces. And then we also have another artist who is actually a sophomore in high school, created our three-dimensional and our I will say acrylic paint pieces of The Simpsons. Who doesn't love The Simpsons?
Painting of The Simpsons.
Yes, who does not love The Simpsons?
Everybody loves The Simpsons. Now, this is from one of your helpers, one of your volunteers today. So
Yes.
you want to get a good shot of the what is this sword?
So if you know anime and manga, you know Berserk. Berserk is one of the most staple pieces in manga in anime world, and this is Guts' blade that he recreated, which is about 7 foot taller than me, 7 foot tall, and it's a 3D dimensional piece created by cardboard and plaster and spray paint and a whole bunch of different items, and he did an amazing job.
Amazing job. No, speaking of amazing job.
We got an amazing job here.
What? This is my work. Thank you for letting
Absolutely.
me do this. This is my work. This is 3D resin art.
Yes. And then one of the biggest things about that is resin is hard to do, and it's amazing to actually be able to seal it and get it just right, because if anybody who's worked with resin know it is a tough thing to do. And we're very grateful to have you, buddy.
Thank you, and thanks for
come in
having
and
me.
feature your work.
And for all of us at Comic Book School Live, you guys know we do the craft and business of making comics, but I also make some art myself. Now, over here, let's jump on over here. This was wood-burned art, right?
Yes, this is actually from Bruce Klein, who does woodwork making for artwork. The right word to use is pyrography. There you go.
You can feel it. He's burned into it, and then he's hand-colored it, and you can see it's thick. It's
Yes.
wood. It is amazing. It just shows the different variety of artwork and artists that you have. Now, we were just getting geeked out about the video game art
Yes,
here. I think
Silent
this is
Hill.
Elizabeth, right? This
Yes,
is Silent
Elizabeth
Hill.
Boston.
This is a painting from
Yes.
Silent Hill, and I found out that this is lore. So this is not actually even a scene. This was a piece of art that was in the background of one of the scenes of Silent
that
Hill.
is awesome.
So that is how deep dive this is. And she made this for her husband. She had it hanging in her living room, but now hanging in your gallery.
Exactly. And the amazing part is, as an artist, is to feature the work that you create. And for Elizabeth Lawton, who created her work up here, is amazing as well. And it's all different mediums. We have illustrative work, we have art piece, three-dimensional pieces, and ink on paper, and it goes on and on.
It's just unbelievable how many different types of artists you have. Some homage art from Batman, X-Men. What kinds of mediums? It looks like painted work.
This looks more of an acrylic work. We also, a lot of it has pieces here as acrylic. It's Ramos, who is also a firefighter.
How about that? All right. Yeah.
Firefighter by day, artist by day as well, by day and night.
Now, remember, this was a digital artist. It explained to me
Yes,
earlier.
Marcos Romero is a digital artist, as well as he created a tribute to Jeff Hardy. So if you know WWE, you know Jeff Hardy. So this is a tribute to his work, as well as him creating a previews of his pages for his comic that is coming out. So he is really also another inspiring artist that I've loved to see all this work come through.
It is amazing. Now, this is your youngest artist, yes?
Yes, 10 years
Come
old.
on in and take a look at the artwork from our youngest artist, which is delightful.
Yes, Myra Mehta is our 10 years old. Amazing artist. So she has come to our workshop, which we do an open studio workshop as well. And she came in almost every day to just to make art for us, so we can showcase her work.
For us, for herself,
For herself,
for the
for
world.
all of us.
I actually spoke with Masha earlier today using multiple types of mediums. This is more colored pencils. This is more of a wash, almost like a watercolor, doing a lot of different mediums, experimenting, trying things out.
Yes, and as artists, everybody understands it's trials until you just get the right thing and you find the right mediums, and or you start experimenting and you just realize what you could create. And it's so nice to see all these artists who've used all these different mediums and coming together to create an exhibit together.
100%. Now I see some traditional classic comic art here, some really powerful stuff, great line work, great anatomy. What are we looking at here?
So we're looking at Jeffrey Lewak, and his pieces are all ink on paper. And who doesn't like Marvel? Who doesn't love Spawn? Actually, Spawn is becoming a very, very popular piece I'm seeing around here, and it's so great. We actually have a couple anime figures as well. So it's like how great it is to spend so much time on what you love to do and then be able to showcase it.
Now I remember this artist brought an actual printed comic book.
Yes,
and
Luther.
We spoke with Luther today.
Yes, Luther. He actually is selling his comic book pieces right here in our exhibit, and this is his creation right here. It's Mars Lightning, and I think it's amazing to see another illustrator bring it to life.
Yeah, and putting the work. Amber spoke with Amber today. What wonderful coloring tonalities and richness that she brings to these pieces. You look at these pieces and you say, wow, look at all the depth that is in just the coloring.
Right, absolutely.
And she finds just a slice of life pose and then just brings so much to it. There's so much depth. And there's a lot of work in those pieces.
Yes, I remember looking at her work, and you look at all the artists, yours included. You go through the channels and you see of all the hard work everybody creates, and there's so much you could put in how you could fit in one panel, or how do you fit it in one or two panels, and it's tough.
It is tough.
It's amazing.
Now we have some, this looks like a 2-page spread of comic penciled art, quite good. Looks like maybe pages for a comic book that will be coming out.
Oh, actually, so Casey Cruz, this is the sketches of her artwork, Trinity Vampire, which is a comic book that we're also featuring and selling right here in our exhibit.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
I missed that today.
And so she has a little bit of her illustration piece of her Trinity Vampire, a little bit of like her starting, how she created the comic, and then we go, of course, Wonder Woman. And we have a little bit more of her other artwork as well over here, and digital work as well. So it's quite the show.
Yeah, there's a lot of variety here, and anime and manga
Yes.
is hugely popular, and we see a lot of that work. I see you've grouped a lot of it together for the convenience of your patrons. You want to just talk a little bit about what we have here?
Yeah, so Priya is actually another sophomore in high school who is actually expanding she's one of our volunteers who have expanded her experimenting portion. Last year, she was creating everything through Procreate. And she challenged herself this year to create everything through alcohol markers, pen, acrylic paint, and she told me some of the things, the challenges that she had, but she found what worked for her.
Well, it's obviously working.
So great stuff.
Looks like actual pages, maybe from stories.
Yeah, so Maria, so she created both these two panels. This was her last year's section panels where she only worked with just ink and on bristle board. And she really loved Jiu-Jitsu Kaiden, so she made pieces for this exhibit. And this year, she challenged herself from going from ink on paper to alcohol markers and ink, and the same thing with paper. So she's continuously challenging.
Yeah, and now coming a little closer here, get a good shot. The coloring work that Maria brings really brings out the power of her visual storytelling. And she was saying that she'd really like to lean into her coloring because that's her favorite part.
Yes.
And because comics is a tough business to break into, we need colorists in comic books. So
Absolutely.
she's positioned well.
Right, the coloring is shadows. The shadow work is great.
Yeah, she understands. Now I remember over here we had some quite large work. This is maybe painted work, I think.
So this is actually a marker, ink, and watercolor from Alexander Guzman, who is another artist. He actually is located in Newark, and so his work is amazing. It's actually like psychedelic, electrifying. It's a little bit of everything, right? So like when I look at it, I kind of get lost in his work because there's so much to look at.
Kind of reminds me of Robert Williams a little bit.
Yes. I'm trying to think of a piece, particularly that will work with this. I think this was called Shadows of Eel, so I'm trying to figure out with Robert Williams.
It'll come to you afterward when we're not live.
We're not live.
This
right,
is
right,
more of his work over here, is a little
Yeah,
digital
of course.
work.
Right.
And then over here, I fell in love with this Wonder Woman, and just thought this is so cool because of the sound effects that were thrown in there.
Yes, from the comics. We can't have a comic exhibit with a little bit of the comic wording in here, right? So John Marco created 5 pieces, and out of each one, from canvas to I think he said scratch wallpaper, oil and acrylic, amazing work. Like you can't put all these artists in one room, but yes, you can because we have exhibits like this.
Yeah, and then over here, there was some Star Wars work.
Yes.
In black and white and bold with the logos.
With some charcoal, yeah.
Yeah, you bring your patch in, they brought some sparkles in. And then, last but not least, the snack table is now empty.
Completely empty.
We even had a baking artist who was here today. So,
Yes.
let's take a look at one last piece or so. You had the Silver Surfer, and then we had 3-dimensional pieces over here with the resin cap shield.
Yes. Who can't? Who loves a?
Everybody loves it. So,
Right?
El, how can people come to see this? How long will this exhibit run, and how can they get more involved?
So the Carteret comic exhibit will be open from September 28th of today all the way up to November 1st. We are located at 63 Carteret Ave in Carteret, New Jersey, and we're going to be open from 4 to 8 on weekdays and 1 to 5 on weekends. There's a couple of stipulations on certain days that we have workshops for, but if you want to get involved with us, we are going to be having workshops in the future, and we're looking for artists. We're looking for creatives that just want to come together and just hype out just like what we're doing right now.
Now, you're also a charitable organization, so you accept donations. What kinds of donations would be most helpful to your organization?
So right now, we are a nonprofit 501c3 organization, and we really heavily rely on sponsors that works for us when it comes to all of our artwork, when it comes to charitable organizations, from dollar amounts to supplies, especially, the amount of paint that we use, the amount of markers and pads and all of that is something that we really hold in on and we need. So this is also very helpful for having other founders and donating.
Well, thank you so much for hosting the show. Thank you for having me. I'm Buddy Sclera. You can see us every Tuesday night live at 8 p.m. where we talk about the craft and business of making comics. And no matter what you do, keep making comics.